Hi guys, I'm going to show you a game versus 9068 player rated. So let me begin because game is Slav defense in the beginning, nothing really special. And you can say maybe Queen's Gambit decline. And here I do like to develop my knight. I kind of think that it's very uncomfortable for my opponent. So from here, let me uh, play a few moves. As you can see now, he's attacking my d5 and my b7 pawn, and in the same time threatening exchange here. So basically, I need to think how to defend this couple of pawns, and also he has check from here, and it can become very uncomfortable for me very quickly because I need to cover. Then this pawn will drop here on b7. My rook will be under threat, my knight. So basically, I need to find a solution. So from here, I I exchange some pieces and also defend this couple of pawns here. And now I was more relieved, but he's chasing my bishop exchange for a knight. And now, as you can see, he has um, double hits here. And also what he has is basically this diagonal, which is very uncomfortable for me because after a castle, my king will be here, and I need to think for open checks or pins or every kind of traps. So basically, from here, I'm trying to develop pieces. And as you can see, after a few moves, he started attacking uh, along this diagonal here, which is very uncomfortable for me. Also, he's threatening to block my dark square bishop, so it will have less spaces to move because I cannot retreat here and leave this b7 pawn hanging. So now from here I take, and here I castle because I don't want to keep my king in the middle of the board. And after pawn e4, as you can see, now he's threatening again this diagonal. He has a lot of forces that are located here, and it will be very uncomfortable for me because basically he will fork or not only the pawn but also my knight, and I need to move my knight then, and everything will happen with tempo for him. So basically, from here I'm developing rook c8 so that I can pin his queen and try to create some threats. But he very fast mm, recognized the threat and move his queen. And from here, I'm doing like bishop b8. And there are a couple of reasons for this bishop to be here now. So the idea is first that I am protecting this pawn on a7. And also I'm freeing my knight basically because after the pin I'll need to move this knight, and this pawn here on a7 will hang. And also, but what I need to think is in the same time that if I move my knight, let's say somewhere uh, here or here, my queen is now hanging, so the position is very difficult. So the idea behind this bishop b8 here is not only to protect this a7 pawn, but also to create this battery so that I can move my queen later in the game with tempo, threatening checkmate. And not because he will not see it, but because this way I can move my queen from this diagonal here that it is hanging. So from here, he's playing like b5 pawn that I was expecting. I take the pawn, he take, and now I am moving my queen, creating this battery here and allow me to escape this uncomfortable square. But now, as you can see, he need to cover to protect from this checkmate. And here, as you can see, after I move uh, my knight to e5 because it was threatened, and it's mandatory for me to move it. Now he has a very, very strong move, but he prefer first to move the bishop because the bishop hanging, and also I'll take it with check with tempo. So after this, I'm playing according to me. Now, when I'm reviewing the game, very, very, um, very bad move because it is not doing something really particularly useful, but in the same time, I'm letting him to win material here. And if you want, you can stop the video here to try to figure out how he'll win material here. And yeah, if you're ready, the move is pretty obvious. It's bishop b7, and this way he will win the exchange and will leave me with mm, weaker pieces. Uh, Now I was playing here a little trick because my queen offering queen exchange, but basically in some cases players do not see. They're very focused to the threat that they have created, and if he captured the rook, I then can capture the queen for free. But he didn't. He didn't buy this, and queens was exchanged. He takes the rook, monetize what he has, and from here, as you can see, he is immediately offering rook exchange, and it's not comfortable for me just because I'm down material, like he's +2, and I need to cover. I cover with the knight. He's trying to create here to reinforce his passing pawn, but I'm activating my king, and now I have strong defense on this d6 square here. So he need to do something and start pushing this pawn here. I cannot take with the knight because my rook is hanging. So what I did is basically first to block this pawn here so that I can free my bishop. And from here, as you can see, he's pushing, threatening to basically exchange and to make this pawn here on b6 weak so that he can attack with his rooks. But here it's an interesting move because if I take what's his plan. The plan is that basically I do have like these double pawns, and they'll be pretty easy to be taken, uh, to be attacked from the rooks. But now I calculate something very interesting and something that's really positional here. Um, First, it has to do something from position gaming, and also light and dark squares. And I'm going to show you my idea here. Basically, I take the pawn, and from here he's trying to take this file here that's now free. And now after a few moves, as you can see now, it's very interesting position from positional standpoint of view, because now it will be very hard for him. All my pieces are on dark squares. Also, my knight is protecting my king here, and he cannot use the pawn so that will come with the rook and give me check and push me away. So now this structure here is invisible. He has nothing to do here, no matter he has disadvantage of material. And now he need to think how he'll make a breakthrough. So he's trying to create some threads. Now I'm opening attack here with the knight, and this is very powerful attack. And after one move, you'll see why. He's protecting. Uh, he has a couple of options to protect. He chose rook b2, but now again, if you want, you can pause the video and you can try to figure out what's the best move for black. Okay, so the best move for black is basically knight takes g3, just because this pawn here is pinned, and he cannot capture my knight. So this way I turn back some of the material. Actually, I reached the break-even point because now we are completely equal, except the nature of the pieces. He's moving the king, and now he's pinning the he's connecting the pawn and the bishop, which is strong combination that gives him some more freedom for the rooks. And now I'm retreating the knight, and now I want to show you a few moves later, something really interesting. Here it may seem awkward, rook f7, but basically my idea is that this square here is blocked, and I have the opportunity to take this e line and to use my chances because his rooks are now not on the one line, and he cannot offer me exchange of the rooks, which I don't want because I'm down still in my own analysis. Now I'm taking this square here, and now he's preparing to attack this pawn of mine that's weak, just because he has a defender here of this g5 square, and this pawn would be problematic because I actually don't have a way to bring enough power to protect it if he would decide to double his rooks. Now, after a few moves, if you can see, I'm here trying to activate my knight because I have some nice checks from here, or even from here if he decide to move this rook somewhere else. So basically, I want active pieces. Now uh, he's protecting actually this square here. He doesn't want to give me chances to give a check and to do some other combination. And here I'm threatening the rook. He need to retreat the rook, and from here I actually am preparing I'm sorry, after I capture, because I have the chance to capture the bishop and actually win this pawn here, and after move my queen, my king, I'll attack his rook here, and basically I'll take the pawn with the tempo. So this is my idea, and from here, as you can see, now he has managed to actually monetize his advantage in terms of pieces. And now it's a very interesting position, because now if I take, he takes, and I take with the king, but it does nothing because now his rook would be under attack from my bishop, but now he has like two rooks here, and he will just take my pawn and offer exchange of the rooks, and maybe from there the game would be his game. I don't know. Uh, but basically from here I have only one move to defend my position and actually push the pawn, because now it's reinforced by this couple of pawns. And here, as you can see, I want you to pause the video for a little bit and to find out in what position we are. It's very specific position, and after a while you will understand why. Now, just because, after takes, I take, and he has this pawn here to be pushed, and basically I will discover my position and open myself for all kind of attacks, and I'm under double is forking like my knight and also my pawn, and it will be very difficult for me to defend from here. But let's see what happens. So he takes, I take, he pulls the pawn, and as you can see now, basically I'm almost lost until checkmate. So it was unfortunate for him, but very, very fortunate for me. Now, as you can see, he is misled because of this square, but my knight actually protects this square, and this couple of rooks from something powerful for him becomes his trap, and basically this is checkmate. And it was really, really nice game, and I can say that probably it was even or maybe slightly for him, but these things happens in chess, like you're overlooked something, and it is what it is. So if you like the video, subscribe for the channel, like, comment, share, support me so that I will know and I'll create more videos like this. See you next time.